What do you want? I know it's a big question, but I'm serious. What do you want? Now, I can remember back in 2006, I had just gotten the job with the St. Louis Cardinals as director of sports psychology. We make the playoffs, and before the playoffs began, I remember that's exactly what I asked the team. And I can remember as they were kind of writing their answers down, I was looking around that clubhouse, and the energy level when I was watching these players answer that question was really low. Nobody was excited to answer that. All right, and I learned something really important right there, that knowing what you want is important. However, you must know what you want on different levels. All right, so I asked the team again, I said, what do you want? Not right here, right now in the playoffs, but what do you want from your life in the next 5 years? Now, this is called vision of self-image, opening your mind up to the bigger picture of what really you want from life. All right, so my question again stands. What do you want? Where do you want your life to be in 5 years? I'm going to share with you my vision of self-image. And just so you know, a vision of self-image is, yes, answers to the question, what do you want? But then what we want to do is we want to put it into a 3-scene movie or visualization. And we're going to cover what you want 5 years from now in 3 different areas. What do you want professionally speaking? What do you want in your relationships? And where do you want to be personally, physically, mentally, and emotionally? All right, here's my vision of self-image. It starts, I imagine myself in our second home in Alice Beach. Now, this home doesn't exist yet. We're building it right now. So I imagine myself, it's early in the morning, I get out of bed before the sun comes up, I go downstairs, I grab my laptop, and I'm very peacefully working away on my next book. And at some point, my wife comes down. She comes down and I immediately close up the laptop, and she sits down next to me, and the 2 words that kind of get into my head when I'm visualizing when she sits next to me are deep love. All right, and then short time later, our 3 children who are either in college or graduate school at that point in time, they come into the downstairs area. And as a family, we walk over to the neighborhood workout facility. Now, while we're at the workout facility, I have just kind of a moment which each of my 3 children, it starts with my son, I'm spotting him on the bench press. And the words I focus on there are listen, precision, attack 1. And it really has to do with he's trying to, at this point, train to do what I do, and I'm trying to teach him how to think like I do in terms of what really helps in those client interactions. With my eldest daughter, the 2 words, and I picture us, we're side by side on ellipticals. The 2 words are support and love. And it just, with her, she's very self-directed, just having that support and love with her, I think that's the best thing I can do for our relationship and for her right now. My youngest daughter, that is over to my other side, she's running on the treadmill. The 2 words with her are attention and direction. She's very, very smart. She's got a very large inner world. I think if I can kind of help her keep a pinpoint focus of what to be most focused on, again, that's what I feel right now is going to be most beneficial. All right, and then the 3rd scene of the vision of self-image, then we as a family are over at the beach club, and there's just a moment where I walk over and I'm kind of self-reflective, looking out at the ocean. The ocean's always been a very peaceful place for me, and I just pay attention to, hey, I'm feeling healthy physically, I'm very happy, I feel satisfied, I'm content, I'm proud, and in the very last moment of that, there's also this moment of be happy, be content, but keep pushing yourself to help people, whether it be your family or your clients. That, for me, is what I want. Now, again, what do you want? What I'm going to ask you to do is follow the prompts in the app and start putting together your vision of self-image.